I don't know that I was told anything about motherhood. I guess I was confident to trust my instincts. I deliberately chose to have children later in life because I knew that there was so much that I wanted to do before I had children, so that I could then devote my life to them and do everything that I wanted to beforehand. Harvey was born in Bangkok. He has Cri du Chat syndrome, which translates to cry of the cat. Probably the first year of his life, it was the unknown aspect of his disability and how Harvey was affected specifically was the biggest worry. His condition is moderate. There's quite a range of how people are affected by Cri du Chat syndrome. It affects everything. It affects the way he breathes, the way he eats, the way he communicates, the way he moves, the way he thinks. Harvey's strength is his ability to learn. Harvey learns best through modelling, so you have to model the behaviour that you want and give him a good example. He learns through repetition. He has an amazing collection of books. He's got about 300 books, and if he wants to show you that he knows what you're talking about, he will go and get a book to show you. Physically, he is more challenged than a lot of other kids. On the 6th of March this year was the happiest day of my life. That was the day that we got a note home from school saying that he was walking by himself independently. And I have to say that I will never get sick of seeing my son walk towards me. It's the best thing. It was a big decision as to what school Harvey was going to go to. Schools are not allowed to reject a child, but you can tell whether you're going to be welcome. I went to Blomfield, which is a special needs school. I knew that that was the best place for him. He's got wonderful teachers there and amazing therapists. He had a teacher's aide that spent a lot of extra time with him, and I believe that extra attention was the main reason why he started walking. Harvey's personality, he is an amazing boy. He is the person that I admire most in this world. He knows the true meaning of perseverance. He has a wonderful attitude. He gives everything a go. Everything is a struggle for him, but he doesn't complain about it. He has quite a sense of humour. It's amazing how you can tell a joke when you can't talk. Sometimes he makes me laugh so much I cry. When Harvey was first born, I guess one of my big concerns were how were people going to react to Harvey. I can't assume that everybody out there is going to be accepting or at ease with it. I guess it's just the way that we deal with it and our reaction to them, which can make potentially what could be a negative experience and just either positive or just a normal experience for us. There are a lot of areas out there where you will not get the care that you need. I think it's being realistic to know that there's always going to be a lack of funding and a lack of resources. You have to learn to be assertive, and you have to learn to fill the gaps yourself. And if you don't, you could struggle and you may not get exactly what you need. We've moved out to the beach just over a year ago, June last year. The community have fully accepted us. They always follow our successes. And they knew that I had to do a lot of work on the property before it could be fenced, and it had to be fenced for safety reasons. And they just came to me and said, we'd like to do a working bee, and they organised it from start to finish. And basically what would have taken me 5 years, they all just came and did it on one day. And it's just amazing to think that there are people out there and that they were so accepting of us. I haven't worked at all since caring for Harvey, I guess because his needs have been too great over the years. It's difficult because, I'd need 12 weeks off a year, I'd need sick days for me, I'd need sick days for Harvey, I'd need to be able to take time off for all the regular specialist appointments we had. My mum has been a wonderful help, and I couldn't have done it without her. To see her 100% commitment and acceptance of my son is amazing. At the moment, if your child you only get help if your child has very high needs. I guess in an ideal world it would be nice that every single family out there, their needs, no matter how big or small, were met through funding and resources. It would have been reassuring for me to know that life was going to be good, Harvey was going to be happy, I was going to be happy, that yes, we do adapt to a lot of things, but in the early days I thought my life was over. I was doing a Bachelor of Business Studies and I thought I'd never be able to do that. I've managed to continue with my study. I've done a number of papers since then, and I feel really good about that. It makes me feel like it's something for me. You have expectations before your child's born. I guess my vision for my child and how our life looked has changed significantly. For all of the changes that we've had in our life, I don't resent anything. I'm quite content, and all of the things that you give up inevitably, spontaneity and money and lots of the things that you could do easily before, I was quite ready for that. I feel like I've lived a full life.